Hi everyone. Trying to do another flip through. Hi, by the way. It's going to be a bit of an experiment because I can't actually see the video screen, so I'm not sure if it's in. Well, I know it's in focus right now, but I hope it will stay in focus. So let's just crack on with this, and I apologize for my voice, but I'm still recovering from the cold from hell. More on that in another video. Anyway, this is another one of the books I managed to find. This one is by Brenda Keyes, we all know and love, I think. And it's called Exquisite Miniatures in Cross-Stitch and Other Counter-Thread Techniques. And there is a similar book out there by the same author with a slightly different title. Something like 13 miniatures in cross-stitch or something like that. And I don't have that, so I don't know what the difference is between those books. But just a little warning. If you want to go look for this book, try and find the exact same title, because I'm not sure if the other one has the exact same projects in it. So I've marked off all the things I needed to mark off, and I have a little bit of an envelope going on here in the hopes that if I need to, I can cover some patterns. But there are about 40 something projects in here, and they are all very small. For instance, this one, the Boxers, is the first project in here, which is only 3 by 3 inches. And this is an example that there are very different styles in here. This is in the Darlene Osteen kind of old sampler style. Love this one. Trying to be careful before showing the next one. This one is a little cherub, but actually the only stitch part is the little border here. So that's a bit of an odd project, but you know, it does give you ideas of how to incorporate things like buttons or charms and make a little miniature out of that. This one is called Birds and Cherries. Don't particularly like the colors in there. I would change those up, but yeah, it's kind of an oldie band sampler type style. Oh, sorry about that. These show actually 2 miniatures. There's the llama one, which I really like, and there's a bird one, which is more of a modern painting kind of image. Really like that. Then we go to the mirror frame, the damask mirror frame, which is this one, which is basically an edging and some surface stitching. And we go to the next one, which is a little tulip, a beadwork. So this is all beads actually, there's no threads involved in this project, but you could also make it into a cross stitch. One other type of stitching one. Now this is the reason why I wanted this in the first place, and you can all guess why. I'm trying to look up the name. It's called the Temple of Flowers, and it's basically a Mogul style little building with a lady in it, and in the background it has some interesting specialty stitches. I really liked that one, and I saw it and I thought, well, I might as well get it and see if the book is worth it. And you may agree with me that it's quite an interesting book. This one is called Reindeer. I do like this too. I think it's very unique. Again, this is about 5 by 6 inches, so not that big. and uses some different techniques. Then we have Jonah and the Whale, which is this one, which I find interesting. It's kind of like a church window style, and then this is the bookmark, is also one of the patterns in here, with like a Tudor rose. And then I like this one too. This is more like a Celtic pattern. It's a mythical bird. Do you like that? Then we have the next one is some little houses, and you can stitch it like a sampler style or individual ones. Trying to see. Exquisite Country is the pattern name. Not really my thing, but yeah, I can see why you would want to stitch that. Then we have two little bird samplers, again a bigger one and a single bird over here. I find the color choices a bit interesting, and I would think I would use more defining colors, but yeah, again this uses some different stitches, not just cross stitching. Do you like that? Then we have three little black and white pieces, like silhouette pieces, and I hope it's not too reflective, but I do like those. I think this one is really cute with the lady watering the plants. And then we have more silhouettes, and this one I really like because this is, I think this is basically a Matisse, or at least the style of Matisse painting. I like that one. I think I would do that in bold colors, like blue and yellow. I think he made a similar painting in those colors. And then we have some black work with acorns. Do you like that too? And we have more. Oh, with some little white work with different flower patterns, sampler style. Do you like that? I don't think I would choose the color for the background, but yeah. I like how they use the lacing to finish it off. And I think she has some more in color. So I think these are the same patterns, but then using color, and I like that idea too. And some more, but this time in reds, tulips and carnations. I like the border on this. Then we have a blue sampler. Yeah, I think I would only do the bottom bit. I'm not a fan of the stitching alphabets, and here you can see the difference between the smaller count and over 1 versus over 2. I do like this. I think it's very cute. And we have a little Elizabethan pansy. Okay. Just saying. And an orange tree, I like that. I like this. I think it would be very cute over 1. Yep. And a little Queen Anne house, for those of you who like stitching houses. I like the coloring in the bricks, but you could also use maybe a variegated floss if you didn't want to switch colors every time. Yeah, I like that. I like the details, like on the corners where you have different finishing on the bricks that you would see for cornerstones. I like that. Then this is one of my favorites. This is the Bird of Paradise. I absolutely love this. It's in like a flowering bush, and it's a beautiful sort of peacock. It has the same kind of Indian feel to it, but it's actually Turkish. But yeah, I like this really much a lot. I think I would definitely stitch it and maybe add some bling to it, add some metallics to it. And then we have some more miniature samplers in color as well as black and white. It's the same pattern, but you can see how different it can look if you stitch it smaller or stitch it with colors or not. I do like that. It helps you form your own ideas of what you like to see in samplers. Then we have some Bargello, I'm not sure how to say this. Do you like it? I would love to try this out. I've been looking for patterns with Bargello stitch to see what that would be like. And the miniature one would be a perfect practice piece. And I do like this one, the Victorian flowers. Look a bit like pansies, but not. I do like it. I like the colors in this too. And then we have a little band sampler. I'm not sure if the color choices are right. It doesn't show up very nicely, at least not in the picture. Then we have some Assisi stitching with birds. Again, the smaller account versus the big account, and the color versus the monochromatic. I really like to see this kind of difference. You do see that they depict different endings on the squares, but yeah, really nice. Good use of negative space. Everything's falling apart. Then we have a little initial with some tulips in the border. Yeah, not really my thing. And the final one is this little white work initial over here, which is cute. I'm not sure if I would stitch that. But yeah, all in all, there is lots to choose from in this book. Very different styles, some different techniques as well, some different options shown in the models for smaller and bigger stitching and using colors or monochromatic and how that looks. Really like it. I would definitely recommend anyone who's interested in trying some different techniques to maybe look this book up and see if they could use those for practice. And there's definitely some designs in there that I would love to stitch. So yeah, hope that was fun for you too, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.